Hello, I'm back with another cup craft, and as you might suspect from looking at this, I'm going to do a beach themed acrylic cup. This cup came this green colour and it has been sanded, and then I have sprayed the bottom with gold spray paint just to help me cover that section which is going to be beach, so that we don't end up struggling when we're pouring the paint to cover it. Obviously it did run a bit, but that doesn't matter, that's not going to be seen. So I have 5. Let's start my cup there. And I have these 5 colours mixed up and ready to go. So I'm going to start at the bottom with the beach. I'm not going to worry about the level of coverage in the same way that I have on previous cups, because I do want it to look more natural. And I may have to come back in and do some alcohol inks or something else. This is very much an experiment to see what I can create with the paint. So I'm going to come back and do the white last. I'm going to move on to the sea colours. So I'm going to leave a gap and sort of start up here. That one's quite thick. And of course I didn't bring the water in here with me. And to leave it about like that for now, maybe a bit more down here. Just get the colours on, and I can get my spray bottle of water if I need it. So then I've got my next colour coming up here. A bit moving down into the lighter colour. And then we'll move on to the darkest colour at the top. I'm going to put a bit more of this lighter colour down here. And I'm going to go in with some white. Blend that down into beach. And then I think I'm going to go and get some water. Right, so I've sprayed this all with water, and I'm going to give this a hand blending round. Because I clearly mix these paints far too thickly, or they sat for too long because it's the summer holidays, and so I was distracted by the children. And I don't want to have to start this again. I think we've got as far as I was blending that, so I'll use the other stick. And blend all that down. And then I'll move down to this one. I'm just trying to make sure it's spread evenly around the cup, and then it will be able to do its own thing. And then the white. Down into the gold. And then the gold is runnier. I don't know why. It might have been that it was a runnier paint to start with. Because they're all sort of different brands of acrylic. Right, so I've loosened down my white paint so it's runnier. It may not be quite runny enough. How much water have I got left? Not a lot. Let's try that. Because I want to add some, bits of white further up, because obviously waves don't just start at the shore and stay at the shore. They are further up as well. And just move those around. Okay. Still not sure I'm happy with this white as much, but it might have to do, because although I might add some more water in a bit. I think I'm going to leave this to turn for a bit, half an hour to an hour, and come back and see what I think. Okay, so this is about half an hour later and I'm quite happy with it. I have just used my stick and gone through sort of creating waves in this white section and helping to kind of spread some of the thicker areas of paint that had gathered. A few more waves down the bottom here, a few more little white bits up in the top. But because it was quite thick to begin with, even when I've sprayed it with water, it hasn't shifted a great deal. I don't mind too much because I do want it to look like the sea and not be too marbled, because that will change the whole effect. I'm holding my phone, so this is difficult to do here. I might just put a bit more of this green in, but apart from a few twiddly bits, I think I'll be leaving it to dry as it is. So this cup is now dry, and as you can see, I didn't leave it alone. As the paint was starting to harden off a bit, I went back in with my sticks and created all these wave shapes, because I really wanted the movement in that, because I didn't want it to be too marbled. I wanted to look distinctly different from a marbled cup that I usually do. And if I can get to my turner, I'll turn it on so you can see all the way around. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. It really, to me, says sand and seed beach theme rather than marble cup. Sorry about the shadows, I've had to put the light on because it's getting late here now. But yeah, so my plan now is to use some resin. I'm expecting, because it's quite chunky in places, if you can see from this angle, I'm probably going to need to do 2 coats of resin. If you want to see how I apply resin, please look back at my blue marble cup video, and that shows me applying the resin. And obviously there are lots of other videos available on YouTube as well, but I'll come back and show you the finished project the finished product with the resin as well. Here is the finished cup. This has actually taken me 3 coats of resin to get some of the paint coated. And while I love this cup and I will use it a lot, I actually think I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board when it comes to what is cost effective and time effective. And I'll probably do some experiments with some alcohol inks to see if I can get a similar effect that I like enough, that doesn't require multiple coats of resin, because obviously that would make a cup like this much more expensive than I would want it to be. So I'm sure I'll be back at some point to show you what I'm trying out, but hopefully you enjoyed watching me make this and you might try one yourself, and I will see you again soon. Bye.